What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success, and this video right here is an initiation for new clothing brands. I'm going to be talking to you about all the things that I wish I knew before I started my clothing brand. It's really going to be a peek behind the curtain so that you can see all the things that you're going to run into and so that you can prepare for them in advance, have a head start, and shortcut your way to success. This video is going to be great. Here it is. This channel here is sponsored by my buds over at BrandCrowd, and BrandCrowd has a tool called the Logo Maker tool, which is where they have a vast library of already professionally made logos that are fully customizable. So you can add your own fonts, your own layout to it, and all of that is free to try. Then if you decide that you actually like the logo that you've made, you can decide to purchase it and remove it from the marketplace entirely so that it's yours. If you're interested, follow the link in the description below because it'll give you up to 33% off at checkout. All right, if you're new to this and you're starting up a clothing brand, I want to share with you the truth of what it takes to run a successful clothing brand. And everything that I'm about to share with you here might not release endorphins in your brain and make you feel very good, but everything that I'm sharing with you here is going to be very, very beneficial for you to know and will really, really help shortcut your way to success. So what I'm sharing with you here might not be what you want to hear, but it's definitely what you need to hear. And I promise that everything that I share with you here is for your benefit and will help you like crazy. All right. So the first thing that I want to talk about here is that running a clothing brand, building a successful clothing brand will take time. This means that you're going to have to switch your thinking from this short-term success story to a much longer, messier term success story that actually puts in work and follows a system that gets results over time. Okay, so this is going to take a long time for you to build. You're going to have to start by building your first amount of customers that buy from you, which may take a long time to actually get those customers. And then once you have those customers, you may have to, build off them really slowly and grow your audience up really slowly. And it's not going to be something that happens really, really quickly. This should also make you feel like you have some control over it, because if you're following a system, if you're actually putting in the work every day, then you can almost be guaranteed that you're going to have results later on. Another thing that I want to let you know is that I can almost guarantee you that at some point you're going to feel discouraged and feel like giving up. This is a point that almost every single new business, new clothing brand feels when they first get started and things start to slow down, or maybe you go a week or two without sales. You're going to face that eventually. And the brands that are successful, the brands that actually make it, are the ones that persevere through that and they problem solve and they find solutions and they get around it and keep going, okay? So I want you to expect to feel discouraged at a certain point. This doesn't mean that you're going to always feel discouraged. And if you don't ever feel discouraged, that's absolutely amazing. But I'm just preparing you for those negative moments. They call it the dip when you're running a business. You start up a business and then it slowly goes to this dip. And that's really the crucial period where you need to make the decision, am I going to persevere and keep trying at this, or should I just quit, give up, and try something else, okay? And what you find is that most businesses that actually push through that dip and make it to the other side end up actually getting a crazy amount of momentum, building a lot of confidence, and actually reaching those crazy goals that they set in the first place. Another thing that I want to share with you here that's really more practical is that I can almost guarantee, as you're growing your clothing brand and as you're figuring out what works, that you're going to need to make changes to your clothing brand. Whether that's your main logo, like we did, we changed our logo. Whether it's your website, you may need to rework your entire website because you realize that your website's really not selling as well as you thought it would. So now you need to redo your entire website. Or whether you came out with certain t-shirts that aren't selling well and you want to just try different designs, you're going to have to make changes. So the piece of advice that I have for you here is to really just not invest in too much when you're getting started, and usually just spend the bare minimum. Whether you're making a website, try and buy one of those plug and play websites. It's only 20 bucks a month, so that you don't get a custom website built for $5,000 based on your current design, your current brand. And then all of a sudden, you realize that your brand's not working and you need to make changes. Now you've invested too much and you're not able to actually do that. So really keep your expenditures down low when you're first getting started so that you can really be fluid with everything and make changes. This means don't invest in too much inventory. Like I always mention, invest in the minimum order quantity so that you can make sure you can sell it before investing in more. And if you need to change up your designs, you can always change up your designs, okay? So do not invest too much when you're first getting started. The last thing that I have to share with you here is truly profound, and I really feel like this will entice you to keep learning and become a student of success, which is that there are two different routes to success. The first route is where you get found, and that's because you are naturally talented and you're just working on your craft, doing whatever it is that you do, and you naturally become successful. You can imagine that guys like Drake or Justin Bieber didn't sit in bed all day reading success books or learning how to run a successful business and become hyper intelligent in order to achieve the success that they had, but rather they were just doing what they were doing, really fulfilling their own talents, and they just happened to become successful or get lucky, as you say. The second route to success is one where it's almost purely intentional. You focus your time on actually learning all of the habits and things that you need to learn in order to become successful. You spend your time listening to a ton of podcasts, maybe watching YouTube videos like this, and you really start to become a lot smarter. You become what's called hyper intelligent around this idea of creating success with your business. And this is really the route that most people need to take when they're learning how to run a business, and that's because most people don't get lucky, they don't get found, and they don't get pulled up, and they really need to generate it on your own. I know that that's the way that I've been able to generate the success that I've been able to achieve, is from just spending time learning in my free time and studying and really getting a better and better grasp on the universal principles of success and just hammering them in over and over again. This is the route that's going to require a lot of willpower, a lot of you having to change yourself, rewire your brain, rewire your conditioned thoughts to actually, implement different behaviors into your life. But once you do that and you've actually built yourself up to this person that really understands how things work, you'll be able to achieve success over and over again, okay? So that is really my motivational speech for you, to spend your time learning as much as humanly possible when you're first starting up your clothing brand. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear your opinion on this video. And if you haven't already, check out my free clothing brand marketing masterclass, okay? It's 100% free to watch. All you have to do is go to www.apparelsuccess.com/masterclass. You can watch the whole thing for free. And if you made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have going on for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description below. Follow that link, join us in the group. We're a bunch of clothing brand owners all in there to support each other and answer each other's questions. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace. Lay back, get relaxed, and just lock in and soak up all this information. When new visitors come to your account, the first thing that they're going to do is read your bio to find out exactly who you are and what you do. Say you reach 20,000 followers on Instagram and you get some celebrities and influencers, then you'll reach a certain point where you can finally leverage that. Like some of these celebrities, it's just like, sure, bro, I'm down. Send me whatever you want. Thanks a lot. Like, you can just tell that, they don't really want to be formal about stuff like this. And I'm going to show you in the next upcoming modules the very strategic and systematic way that you can go about doing it. I'm really excited to show you. I'm going to show you right now exactly what to do to implement this system for yourself, and let's crack into it right now. What I'm doing here is I'm guiding you into the light. I'm going to show you exactly how to grow up your account from the very beginning. If you don't have anything to leverage, it just constantly keeps growing, because as long as you're putting in the work, as long as the strategy's there, you will get results over time. You will get there. If you put all this in place that I'm about to share with you, you will get there. I'm really excited for you to do this.